want to have a rent-to-rent service accommodation in the first place? I'm curious myself. Do you want to build your cash flow? Do you want to quit your job? So why do you want to quit your job? Okay, so there is a lot of questions behind you need to answer because you're gonna be successful, because you need to really find out what is your driving force inside of you, because once you know it, you can accomplish anything, and I mean anything you want. Okay, so once you know your why, you can do it. Okay, so what are we finished? Yes. Okay, now we have the number. Now we're gonna be doing the phone call with that prospect, okay? And the phone calls is the thing where the people are doing the biggest mistakes and most often the mistakes, okay? People try to phone. Firstly, people don't want to phone. That's the one thing. People don't want to phone at all. So what you want to do before the phone call, you want to really change your state, and you want to get into peak state. So you can shake your body, you can do some exercise, you can do, some power move. Yes, I'll do it. I will call these 10 landlords, these 10 leads, because I know my why. I know my driving force, and I know I want from my family the best. I want to travel over the world. I want to give them good education, good values. I want to show them everything is possible if you believe in them, if in yourself, and I want to be example for them. So that's why I'm gonna call them, and I will be their example. Okay, I'm not gonna settle for anything less than that. Okay, I don't want to be the person sitting on the rocking chair when I'm 80 years old and having life of regrets. Okay, I want to be that person and tell my grandchild that this is what I've done when this happened, and this is what I've done in this year, because I've took the full action and massive action, and always. Okay, so you want to get in the peak state before you do anything, before you're gonna send email, before you're gonna phone the prospect, before you're gonna be on the viewing, always in the peak state. Now let's go to the script for the phone call. I'll show you how I'm doing it. Okay, I'll be playing both the landlord and myself, so you have just some idea. Okay, so I'm phoning. I have the number from OpenRent, let's say. Okay, so I'm phoning. Hello, here is John. Hi, hello John. Here is Vincent. We just explained a few messages on OpenRent. You gave me your number. It's about the property. Do you have a time now? Yes, it's a good time now for me to speak. Oh, okay, thank you very much, John. That's perfect. Yeah, I would like to actually book the viewing for this week, but can I have a couple questions about the property first? Yes, sure. What would you like to know? Okay, great. So I would like to know the property. It looks very nice on the photos, and on the photos it's look furnished. And I was just wondering, is the furnishing staying in the property, or is it from the tenants and they are taking it away? No, it's actually fully furnished, it's staying in the property. Okay, great, it's amazing. And also, because, on the OpenRent there is not the exact address, so I'm not sure where exactly is the property. And I was just curious, is it far from train station, or could you describe how far, roughly? Yeah, sure, just 5 minutes walk from train station. Okay, that's great. That's amazing. That would be very nice for me, actually. Okay, cool. So as I mentioned, I would like to book the viewing for this week. But before I'll do that, I would like to mention it's not gonna be for me to live in. It's gonna be for my company. Would you have the ability to show me this Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, I think Tuesday would be fine. And if you say for your company, what do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, so it's actually very simple, John. So. Instead of you having a contract like regular contract with the tenants, ST contract, so between you and me it'll be different contract, it'll be company, like a management contract. But I'll tell you everything about that on the viewing, because I would like to also see the property and meet you in person, and we can discuss everything over there. So it's better. So you said the Wednesday will be good for you, right? So is it better for you in the morning or in the evening? It's better in the evening. Okay, cool. What time? 6, 7? Yeah, 6. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, John. So if you can confirm the viewing on OpenRent, or if you can send me the message with the full address, I'll see you at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye bye. Yeah, bye. Goodbye. Okay, that's the script. So, was the landlord easy? Yeah, I play the landlord quite easy at the moment. So here's just one question about what I mean by company-led. I explained, and here we are. Landlords can have another question, but now I would like to go through that script, what I said, why I said it, why I said it in that sequence, and why it's important, okay? So firstly, step by step, let's play the conversation step by step. So first thing is, I introduced myself, and I told him who I am, so he knows I'm from OpenRent, so he knows it's about the property. So, he can expect different phone calls. I don't know what is the business or what is he doing. And I asked him, do you have a time to speak right now? And it's a very important question where people are not asking always, and it can cost you a lot. Because if the person is busy and you tell your script perfect and you forgot this thing, and he's busy, and even if you want to listen to you, he doesn't, because he's thinking about something else. Do you have a bigger chances to book the viewing or less? Less chances. Okay. So if you ask him, do you have time? And he will tell you, no, it's not a good time to speak. Okay, Joe, when is a good time to call you? Can you call me when I finish at work at 6 p.m.? Okay, and now you have a booked call for 6 p.m. and he's expecting you. He knows you're gonna phone him. Okay. If he says like, yes, it's a good time to speak, and now you can fire it up. I ask, can I ask some questions about the property? Sure. And I ask 2 random questions. You can ask anything you want, And so the thing is, I ask actually 3 questions. I ask, can I ask you questions about the property? It is the question. Yes. I ask question 1. First question, he gave me the answer. I asked second question, he gave me the answer. The reason I've done it is because I wanted to create the pattern. The pattern is very simple, and it is I ask question, you answer. Okay, I ask question, you answer. Because the last question is going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I want him to answer. And also, the person who asks the questions is the person who is in control of the conversation. So you want to be the one who is asking the questions, and it's going to be the same for deal sourcing in the next, when you'll be doing deal sourcing product, okay? So now, just a second. Let's continue. So we asked the question, and after I said, okay, I would like to book the viewing, but I would like to mention it's not gonna be for me to live in. It's gonna be for my company. Would you have a time to show me around on Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't put any pressure to say it's not for me, it's for my company. And I ask a question, Tuesday or Wednesday. If I ask you a question, do you like blue or red? What are you thinking? Are you thinking if you like blue or red? Or are you thinking about something else? Maybe you are thinking about something else, but most of the people are thinking if they like blue or red. Because we as a people, if somebody asks us the question, we want to answer the question, okay? That's normal. So if I ask him a question about the date, he's thinking most often about if he's actually free or Tuesday or Wednesday. He's not thinking that much about the company. I mentioned, people will see, people will catch. So some landlords which are more bigger listeners, so they can have some objections. And you have objections and objections and objections. And you need to learn how to deal with those objections.